Good morning, Flight Fam. It is a sunny day in Dallas-Fort Worth. It's about 9 a.m. I got called again on reserve. It's literally the last day of my reserve month, and I got called for a 2-day. So they're flying me into my line month. It is a 2-day to Richmond. It's 3 legs on the first day and 1 leg on the last day back to Dallas-Fort Worth. And so I lay over in Richmond for about 15 hours. I got assigned the position of number 1. I usually prefer to fly number 2 or number 4 back in main cabin, but number 1 does have some perks to it, and I will ask and see if any of their other flight attendants want to trade positions, and if not, then I will make the best of it and just enjoy that position, because it's something different every time, and sometimes it can be easier and sometimes it can be harder. But we do have an extra incentive pay for working number 1, and that's always nice, so I'll enjoy that as well. This reserve month has been very busy, and I have been literally called every single day of this reserve month that I'm available, and it is starting to wear on me. I am excited about my next month, which is my line month. I will have 3 months of line months. In this video, I wanted to give you guys a better explanation of my work schedule and how it changes every single month. I just wanted to show you guys how flexible it can be, because I don't often work many hours. I try to keep it between 40 to 60 because I do other things such as flight training and things in my home life that I enjoy. But other than that, guys, I really appreciate you joining me on this video. For those of you who are new to this channel, my name is Kevin. I am a flight attendant at a major airline, and I'm also a private pilot working on getting my ratings to become an airline pilot. I bring you guys on my journey to get fit for flight. Let's fly, guys. Good morning, Flight Fam. So I am in Richmond. Yesterday was a super long day. I didn't even vlog after. I pretty much did some video of the hotel room so that you guys could see it clean and nice, and now it's all kind of messed up. That's where I slept. There's a really cool vibe here at this hotel. It's kind of like a college dorm revamped. It has a lot of student accents of little things like books and telephones and just things on the wall. But I'm about to get a workout. I just got a coffee from downstairs. They have a really nice cafe downstairs, part of the hotel, so that was really cool. And they have an airline voucher that they give to all the flight attendants and pilots of a free drink, which is pretty cool if you wanted to get like a cappuccino or a latte. That can cost about $5 or $6, and so it's pretty cool that they give us a free voucher for that. And so I'm about to go get a workout in, guys. I'm gonna bring you guys along, and then we'll talk about what flight attendant work schedule is like. So I am walking on the treadmill, guys. I have the whole gym to myself. I was actually gonna skip today because usually hotel gyms aren't that good, but this gym was actually pretty good and it had a lot of good equipment. So I'm gonna work out upper body today, and then when I get home, I'll probably work out legs because there's more equipment at my home gym. But come along and work out with me. Hey there, Flight Fam. So I had a 3-1 Richmond. It was a good trip overall. Had a great crew I was working with, all around the same seniority. So I wanted to offer some informational content as well as the travel vlog you saw earlier, just so that maybe you'll learn something, or maybe you wanted to get a better insight into the flight attendant day in the life or the flight attendant work schedule. Starting off in the airlines, it is all about seniority. It's about how long you've been working at the airlines. So just to give you an idea, I have about 5 years seniority since I started in 2016. So even though I started in 2016 and 5 years may seem like a longer period of time, it is actually very junior to be a five-year flight attendant, because we have people that have been working up to 40 years and flight attendants that hold very nice trips, such as to Germany, Frankfurt, or Europe, or Hawaii, or Narita, Asia, just anything really far away. Generally, flight attendants that have been here the longest get those trips, because that's how our bidding system works. Every month as flight attendants, we have a different work schedule. So it can literally, I've never had 1 month of work schedule the same as the last month. Every month, depending on your seniority, you will have a line month or a reserve month. So I will explain the reserve month for those of you who don't know about it. It's basically when you're on call that month. When you are on reserve, you bid for your days off. So those who have higher seniority will get the weekends off, and those who have lower seniority will likely be working during the weekends, just from my experience. During reserve, you are on call for about 18 days a month, and you have 12 days for sure off. You can pick up on your days off if you want to work extra. I generally don't, unless the reserve month is very slow and we're not flying that much. Some perks about being on reserve is, if it is a very slow month operationally and then they don't need extra flight attendants, you can sit on reserve and not be called all month, which is actually pretty cool. You're being paid to sit on call at home, and that's always nice. I have gotten some of my best trips on standby and being on call, because the trips that the very senior flight attendants hold, they will call in sick for them, and then they will go to the reserve. Basically anyone who's on call or on standby, and we will get those trips. On reserve months, I have gotten a 50-hour Maui, I've gotten a 25-hour Narita, Japan, I've gone to Buenos Aires, Argentina, and just actually most of my very big international flying I've done on reserve. As far as trading and dropping trips, flight attendants have the ability to trade and drop trips both in reserve months and on line months. Generally, it's pretty difficult to do on reserve months because of legalities and because of numbers of days off you have. They're very minimal. But usually during the line months, you can do a lot more trading and dropping of your trips, and then rebuilding your schedule if that's something that interests you as a flight attendant. I generally try to drop most of my trips, and I try to rebuild my schedule from scratch. I don't fly quite as high time as other flight attendants, so I generally try to drop trips, and then I will pick up the trips that I like. But it's not always that easy, and you do end up working some of the trips that you may have not wanted to, but you make the best of it as a flight attendant, and it's something new. Being assigned a trip that you were not exactly interested in can be very eye-opening, and then you may find a new city that you actually really do enjoy. You may find something that you really do like. It may be a diamond in the rough, as you would say. There are many different types of trips, and there's just literally so many variations that I literally could not name them all. But to give you an idea, we work what are called turns, which are a 1-day trip. We have a 2-day trip, and we have a 3-day trip, and we have a 4-day trip. All these trips are different options of you staying at your hotel. If you have a turn, you will be back at home by the end of the night generally. And if you have a 2-day, you'll stay at a hotel 1 night a day, and so on. Basically, you are not away from home, as many people think. Many people often think that flight attendants are constantly on the road. I would actually personally say that I am at home more than a lot of my friends and family that work full-time jobs 9 to 5. I get full days off. The only thing I can think comparable is a nursing schedule where they work 3 days a week, and they will have 4 days off, so they're at home 4 days a week. As a flight attendant, we have something similar, because sometimes I would do a 3-day trip while my wife is working 3 12-hour shifts in a row. Generally, when you're working 3 days in a row as a nurse, she would just come in, pretty much make her food, go to sleep, and then get ready for the next day. And so if I'm on a trip at that point, we're really both pretty busy, and we're not missing out on each other's time. And then when we have the days off, we literally have whole days to ourselves, where we can do whatever we want, and we can go anywhere we want or take a trip. We have taken many trips on her days off. So that is a glimpse into the flight attendant work schedule. If you guys want a more detailed work video, I can do that later on. As far as that, guys, I really appreciate you watching the video this long and tuning into my channel. As always, guys, thanks for joining me on my journey to get fit for flight. We'll see you later, guys.
And then just straight in traffic.